Okay, so today we're going over a very simple patch, a California or Cali hot patch, which is an unofficial slang term. Why it's called that, I don't know. Maybe it originated there. No clue. The guy who taught me about these, he didn't know either. Doesn't really matter. A lot of guys will refer to normal patches as hot patches, like doing a quick one. It's a hot item, but in this instance, not really. And the reason I separate this as Cali hot patch versus what the other guys refer to as just a hot patch is because there's no framing involved. I'm not putting any studs or anything back there, no screws, none of that. Now this cannot be done on a firewall, and this cannot, and it's not recommended for very large patches, or patches where it's likely to get hit again. In that case, you're going to want to put something behind it to sturdy it up. But in this instance, there's going to be a piece of equipment sitting here, and it's going to basically be kind of covering this. It's not going to be in an impact zone. Excuse me. It's not going to be impacted. It's not going to have any kind of force whacking on it or nothing. It's going to be pretty left alone. It's going to be shielded by this and that piece of equipment, so it's fine. So what you do is you measure it out, which we got 3.5 by 2. I've already pre-cut this just to make the video shorter. Get your piece of sheetrock, you'll cut it out, but you're not going to cut the size you need. You're going to overcut it by about 1.5 inches per side. Bare minimum, I'd say 1 inch. 1.5 inches is about perfect. 2 inches is a little excessive. Then what you're going to do is you're going to cut deep. Not all the way through, but fairly deep to make sure that it stays pretty square. You're going to cut and break the sheetrock like so. Then you're going to carefully peel your sheetrock back and peel it off the 4 sides, so that now you're left with this large face, but a correct size insert into the wall that you're patching. And these are called hot. These are true hot patches because they're just like super quick. Like you don't even need a screw gun. All you need is, or a nail gun, nothing. You just need a knife and a tape measure. So you got your tape measure, you got your sheet, and you can see that sits right there. So what you do is this just drops right into place. And so what you'll do is when you go ready to tape and float it, what you'll do, you'll pull this out, you'll place drywall mud around it with your knife, set your patch in there, tape it down with your knife, let that mud dry, and then this paper acts as your drywall tape. And because it's already part of this, it's gonna sit flatter than putting tape on top, and it takes less effort. You don't even need drywall tape. All you need is the drywall mud. So you let that dry on there real quick and then do your floating over it. Boom, patch done. You cannot get much easier than that. You just need a knife and a tape measure, maybe a keyhole saw if it's a bad hole and you need to make it better. And then obviously drywall mud and your drywall taping knife. But that's it. Easiest patch you could possibly do, the California hot patch.